I've found out that my talents and my gifts I can use like by caring for people, showing kindness, spreading love of God to other people through those things, and showing His love and bringing people closer to Him.
Well, for me, a burning bush would be the people that surrounds me, like my friends, my loved ones, and the youth group, because they give me motivation or the strength to do something bigger and to do what I love the most, which is helping others.
I guess living sacrifice in my own life would be twofold. First is figuring out what exactly God wants me to do in my life, or what God would lead me towards. Unlike in lots of different Bible stories where the given is that God has called you, one of the struggles I think we have today is that I don't know exactly in what way God is calling me to. It's not as direct as a burning bush talking to you or God's audible voice, and so figuring out that one thing that you're supposed to do, or maybe where you're supposed to go at a particular moment. And I think the other part of that is being willing to go to God's call once you are given that calling.
When you're not looking for it, God's kind of hard to see when He works in your life because, He's God and He's mysterious, and sometimes He settles and He whispers. And I originally thought, I don't have a calling, but I specifically remember being undeclared in college, and I just didn't know what I was doing, and I was trying things and they weren't working out. And I got an email from my current department that said, hey, I think you'd be a really good fit. And I checked it out, and I'm in my junior year and I'm really liking that. A relief that I found while doing the study is that God will use me wherever I end up, and if He calls me from where I decide to go, that I'll be okay.
Yeah, I see God in my calling journey. I've seen Him a few times. He's called me away from voice acting just through hindrances in that realm. He's called me towards a few things, whether it be Royal Family Kids Camp through my mother and just timing, or social work and being a librarian potentially. I've had two separate people tell me independently of each other that they think that's a good idea for me, which I think could very well be something that God is speaking through. I'm excited for that.
I am called by God.
By God.
By God to follow as I am.
To follow as I am,
From grief,
From grief, for service,
in suffering,
in suffering,
Through others.
through others, and within God.
Thank God.
Within God.
Hello, I'm Pastor Sinley. We had a really great time here in Branson, Missouri. Using this book, The Stories We Live, and 5 cups of coffee, we have really intentional time to discern our calling. And I asked a bunch of time to them, what is your passion and what is gifts and talents bestowed by God? And they discern God's calling, and they know how to use them in the world. And we deeply believe our calling comes from God. We know God and deeply understand who God is. And we also trust in God. God will lead them faithfully in their vocational journey or their calling. Thank you for the support from Great Plains Junior Conference and Kearney First United Methodist Church. Because of your help and your prayer, we are here together to discern God's calling. Thank you so much.